Hello everybody, this is Loki and welcome back to Phoenix Wright. So let's get on started with the trial. Oh, I see. I guess I should have expected this. Nobody saw the other guy, huh? But he was there when I took the coffee over Sir Scout's honor. Maggie. Ah, Detective Gumshoe. Are you doing alright? How are you feeling? As if you need to ask you the question, sir. Don't let him get you down, Maggie. And don't forget to eat well, okay? Roger. And you. Yes? You better square this case away, got it, pal? Maggie's innocent, you hear? If you screw up, then I'll be doing some squaring away myself. Squaring away some paperwork for your arrest. I think he's serious. He's definitely serious with that look on his face. Hey, detective, you're on our side for once, right? Yep. So you'll be able to help Maggie out, right? Really? Can you, sir? Oh, of course. I got the situation under control. I'm gonna be the first to witness on the stand today. If something I say doesn't mesh up with the facts, make sure to point it out, alright? Sure. Okay, we're forming a united front today, pal, you get me? I guess I'm gonna have to help here. I can't tell you how grateful I am, sir. I've always admired you so much, detective. I know I can count on you. It looks like it all should go pretty smoothly today, huh? I can only wish. We can only hope. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Of course, him with the freaking cup of coffee. Are you gonna drink like 12 or 17 again? Bitter. With the right? Yes, Your Honor? Ah. What's wrong? Nothing, it's just whenever I addressed you in the previous trial, your response was, "You talking to me?" It was a little, well, intimidating. No, that wasn't me, that was the funny Phoenix. Whoever you are! So our trusty Phoenix Wright is back with us now, huh? Our trusty? What do you mean by trusty? Excuse me. So, Mr. Goodall, your opening statement, please. Mr. Trite, whether you think you're the real deal, we'll find out soon enough through this trial today. But I can already tell you, I'm the real Phoenix Wright. I wasn't questioning whether you are the Phoenix Wright or not. I was questioning whether you had studied law or not. That's why I tend to find out. There's no denying it. Behind that mask is a man who really hates me for some reason or another. Is everyone is aware, the court has already given its verdict on its case once. Therefore, I won't stand for irrelevant testimony during this retrial. Nor will I stand for simple repetition of the evidence presented in the last trial. I'm not planning on repeating anything that Funny said. Trust me. Now then, Mr. Goodall. Please summon your first witness. Let's start with the formalities, shall we? Name and occupation. Witness, state your name for the court. Huh? Oh, sorry, sir. The name of police department, detective. Occupation, Dick Gumshoe. Flip it around, Gumshoe. Flip that around. Other way around, detective. Huh? Oh, sorry. Anyway, I'm the officer in charge of this case since yesterday, sir. Since yesterday? Yeah, the guy who was on the initial investigation tied up with another case now. I hope Gumshoe's really got everything under control for everyone's sake. I see. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you outline for the court the basic facts of the case? Yes, sir. The victim's name was Lynn Elg. He was a professional programmer. He was on the payroll of Blue Screen Inc., a local company. This is the victim's autopsy report. The court accepted the evidence. That's in our court record. And here are the floor plans of the restaurant. When the incident took place, the victim was sitting right here. The poisoned coffee was brought over to him by the waitress. Waitress being the accused? Yeah. The victim died from poisoning almost immediately after he took a sip of the coffee. And at the time of the incident, there were 2 other people in the restaurant. Mr. John Armstrong, the owner and chef, and a regular by the name of Victor Kudo. It still seemed to be a very straightforward case to me. So here's our floor plans. Come on, detective, take up this hammer and nail the defendant's coffin shut with your own 2 hands. Now the detective Gumshoe, let's have your testimony. Yes, sir. To hear what you had to say about it. When the incident took place, the victim was alone at his table, sir. You understand that the guy, Glenn Elg, was listening to the radio at the time. Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup. And what we found was potassium cyanide. That stuff really packed the punch. And, it looks like Miss Bird had been involved with some kind of a motive. Using the dark aromatic depths of coffee to conceal the poison. Classy lady. Very classy. The facts of this case seem to be ironclad. Mr. Wright, I would like to ask you to put in your cross-examination, but... Yes? Please, no intimidation tricks this time around, is that understood? I already told you, that wasn't me. It was my fake. Can I stop you for just 1 minute? Huh? What is it? Did I say something that contradicts the evidence? He's so desperate for that to be true, he practically tried. Your testimony just now doesn't match the testimony given by Miss Bird. She claimed that there was another man at the victim table. Yeah, that's what she said. And what killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide conviction? Hey. Sadly, her testimony isn't supported by the owner or the other customer. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, that's true. There are 2 testimonies tied up on that. They both said there was no other guy at the table. What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? Well, press harder. Well, maybe the other witness just missed them? Perhaps their view of the victim table was obscured in some way? Huh. That argument is as weak as the coffee tray being dry. You gotta be stronger than the one that tray being. Too hilarious. I have here in my possession a ticket. A ticket? Looks more like a photograph to me. Yeah, that little more like a photograph. Yes, a one-way ticket to Guiltyville. Population, the defendant. This photograph was taken from near the kitchen, from the entrance to the kitchen. This is the scene as witnessed by the chef moments after the poison took place, correct? I think the court will agree with such a clear view of the scene of the crime. How, Mr. Trek, could anyone have overlooked the table? Yeah, that's true. How can anyone overlook that? It certainly seemed to show the victim table extremely clearly. Now we do the third statement. Press on this. So traces of poison were found in the coffee cup but nowhere else? Not sure I get you, pal. Was the poison a liquid? Or was it a powder? If I had to put it in layman terms, I'd say it was a powdery substance. That's why you should never trust like eating anything in public sometimes. Like certain places. Because some places have like shady people. There's like other places that you could like trust because you could actually see them working on your drink or your food. Which I'd rather go to because you actually could see them making it from there. So the poison could have been anything that was on the table. Sugar, salt, pepper. Huh. Do you put salt and pepper in your coffee, Trey? I don't think you can put that in your coffee. I never heard such a thing. The victim took his coffee black with no sugar. It seemed that the poison could only been in the coffee. What should I do? Should I press on this point or a little harder? Are you absolutely certain the victim even drank any of his coffee? Huh? What do you mean? According to this file, the poison was found in the victim's coffee cup. But what proof is there that the victim ever drank out of it? That's true. Oh, hey, you're right. That's wild thing. In case you were wondering, the last objection was for the detective there. Huh? For me? Oh, hey, you're right. You may be fooling the court, but I'm not falling for it. If you have the time to waste, you have time to present that piece of evidence. That evidence, sir? Yes, that piece. What piece was it again? This! Oh my god! Should I be grateful this coffee's only hot enough to give me first-degree burn? He's just standing there like... Seriously? Seriously? Oh, now I remember. This is the, victim coffee cup. Yes, the victim's cup. Take a good look at the rim. Oh, yes. It's unmistakable. There's clearly a coffee stain on it. Yeah, it's pretty obvious that's right there. Constructive proof that the victim did drink the poison coffee that was in his cup. The victim gulped down the bitter death that the waitress brought to him. For the record, only prints on the cup were the victims of the defendants. Upon further investigation of the cup, we found a certain chemical substance. Okay, let's see what else here. Now we have to do the fifth one. Some kind of motive. Yeah, but if you ask me, it's been blown way out of proportion. You know what my golden rule is, detective? Check out a bad cup of coffee. You can always get another. True. So true. Huh? I don't get it. I'm saying we can always get another witness to the stand if we have to check you out. Oh, now I get what he's saying. So if like something bad, you just upchuck it. Stick to the facts, detective. Now then, what was Miss Byrd's motive? Come on, Gumshoe. They said she wanted to steal the lottery ticket. I knew it. That's what we heard yesterday too. It disappeared from the scene of the crime. And it wasn't just any lottery ticket. It was a winning ticket for $500,000. Mr. Armstrong knew about the ticket too, didn't he? But he stole the wrong one. Then, is it possible Maggie stole the winning one? What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? Did I press it harder? Yeah. Wait a minute. The mere fact that the lottery ticket disappeared does no way implicate my client. Huh. I have here in my hand the very ticket in question. That $500,000 lottery ticket? One of the female police officers found it when she was conducting a search of the defendant. What? What if someone planted it on her? That's the thing. Order. Huh. She quite a lucky bird, our little waitress. You will submit that ticket as evidence to the court immediately. I better keep an eye on that ticket, the way the judge's voice is quivering. Yeah, you better keep an eye on him. This ticket was presented to the court in the previous trial, too. But it feels heavier now somehow. $500,000, you say? It's just a scrap of paper. What matters is where it was found, Your Honor. And that's on Maggie's person, unfortunately. That's enough. The facts of this case seem overwhelmingly clear to me. The defendant had ample opportunity to commit the crime of which he is charged. Furthermore, it seemed beyond reasonable doubt that she did indeed commit this crime. I felt like an old man who knows the score. There's also a matter of the $500,000 lottery ticket. That alone provides a very credible motive. I mean, for that sum of money, even I might be tempted to bend the rules. I don't mind an old man who is weak to the sound call of money. Not good, Nick. That evidence against Maggie is starting to pile up fast. Yeah, and that's because the court has ruled guilty once already. I say it's about time to wrap up this repeat performance with one final decisive piece of evidence. He's got more evidence against Maggie? This apron the delightful Miss Bard was wearing at the time. Wow, that's not the cleanest apron I've seen. That stain looks like... can't be blood, can it? Huh. It seemed the star of our play was a little flustered. And somehow spilled coffee on herself. Coffee? That's not exactly the first thing that caught my eye. Of course, the coffee stain isn't the most interesting thing about this apron. No, there's something else that stands out even more. Something else? I presume you mean... Of course, I'm referring to the pocket. The pocket? Oh, I remember this now. Goto cannot see red. The pocket? A search carried right after the incident uncovered this. Potassium cyanide. The very poison used by the killer was in their apron pocket. A bottle of poison in Maggie's pocket? Yeah, and Maggie's prints were the only ones on it. What? What if she put it in... What if someone else put it in her hand? Order! The court would not accept these items into evidence. There's something still bothering me, Mr. Goto. Why have you not explained the bloodstain in the court? Bloodstained? What bloodstain would that be? Don't play games, Mr. Prosecutor. The blood-colored stain that's smeared all over the apron. That's ridiculous. No one told me anything about bloodstain. You don't need to be told. Just look at it. Well, detective? Could this stain really be blood? No way, sir. It's just ketchup, sir. Ketchup? She must have gotten some on her apron while taking someone their breakfast that day. You could have spoken up a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe. True. Pull a stunt like that again, I'll have you drink 70 cups of ketchup with us. 70 cups of ketchup? To be honest, I like ketchup, but not alone. I like to dip something in it. I thought everyone knew what was already. I haven't seen anything yet to doubt the last ruling I made on this case. The motive, the opportunity, the supporting evidence, they all have been clearly established. Well, Trey, it seems you really are a phony after all. You really know how to drive a man nuts. Witness, please continue with your testimony. Describe for the court the crime scene and the findings of the investigation there. Yes, please enlighten us. The crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by kind of a scary old man, sir. Poor Maggie had passed out from shock. It must have been real tough on her. The victim didn't have any identification on him, but we figured out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly. When Maggie was searched, we found a lottery ticket and a bottle of poison. And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. You identified the victim and secured your prime suspect. Very good. Last chance to convince the court you're a real lawyer, Trite. Don't count on any more class examinations after this one, so let the fun begin. Let's see. The fourth one. Wait a second. Huh? Did I say something dumb again? Let me paraphrase what you just testified to this court. The victim didn't have any form of ID on him. That's what you said, yes? Yeah, basically. So in that case, how are you able to identify the victim so quickly? Oh, that. He's so let down, he's got the whole sagging shoulders and puppy eyes thing going on. There was a prescription bag on the victim's table along with the lottery ticket. It seems Mr. Glenn Elg visited his doctor before he went to Trey BN. We thought the victim's name for the medical records of the doctor who prescribed the meds. Not a reliable enough resource for the court. What should I do? Should I leave this alone or hear more? Asked about the prescription bag. So what sort of medicine was in the bag? Well, actually, the bag we found was empty. Huh? Yeah, completely empty. It was completely empty. Huh. You're entering an empty paper bag of evidence? Desperate are you, Troy? No. What happened with the investigation after that, detective? So let's see. Detective Gumshoe, I think I should point out something to you. There's just one small contradiction with your testimony. Oh, finally! I'm getting all anxious, just waiting. Hurry up, will you? You testified that nothing else was missing from the crime scene. However, the prescription bag you mentioned was empty. Did the officers recover the medicine from the scene of the crime later? No, they didn't. The victim was given a prescription right before going to Trey BN. Where then did the medicine disappear to? You are too cool. Really? Indeed. Due to consideration wasn't given to the victim's prescription in the previous trial. Witness, why do you always overlook such vital piece of evidence? I guess that's the most careless thing I've done so far, huh? Look at him, he's just so excited about it. Just look at his face. The victim was killed by poison, and the victim's medicine mysteriously disappeared. The victim's old prescription could have been the lethal poison itself. Order! Order! Well, Mr. Goto, what do you have to say about that? Huh. And that's all. What? Read for the court the name of the clinic on the prescription bag, if you will. What's the clinic's name got to do with anything? New ear. Oh. I don't know how to say that big word. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know how to say it, pronounce it. It's a big word. Just what kind of illness would the victim suffering from, Mr. Goto? Hardly a notice, Your Honor. More like a bitter war wound, you could say. A war wound. The day before the incident, Mr. Elk found himself in the fight. He took a blow to the side of the head and ruptured his eardrum. He ruptured his eardrum? I didn't know you could rupture an eardrum by a fight. By being punched in the face. Then what on earth was the prescription he was given? It was the cream that was supposed to be applied topically inside his ear canal, not to be ingested. What? What in the what? It's mentioned in the autopsy report if you read the fine print. They found traces of the medication in the victim's left ear. Yes, here it is, in very fine print. It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Trapian. Therefore, it would be absurd to believe that he would have eaten his medication. Ugh. It seems that the medication is irrelevant to the case after all. No. Nick, if you don't think of something quick, it'll be all over. She's right. But I can't get away with any old weak objection. What should I do? Only moments ago, Mr. Goto made a following statement. It seems Mr. Elk correctly applied some of his medication while he was at JBN. If that's the case, then why was the medication not found at the crime scene? But the medication in question was for topical use inside the ear canal. That doesn't change the fact that it could not have been found at the crime scene. And he has a point. However insignificant it may seem, it's the lawyer's duty to pursue the truth. You know as well as I do that the medication is irrelevant. It hardly seemed likely that the prescription drug would contain potassium cyanide. It hardly seemed likely that the coffee waitress served would contain it either. But it did. The possibility is undeniable. Ah. That's enough. Mr. Goto, is the detective the only witness the prosecution wishes to call? Mr. Goto. I, got my own witness I'd like to call, sir. It's the old man who was there in the restaurant on the day of the murder. Mr. Goto? The pigeon hater? Very well. The matter of the disappearing medication seems a little more than trivial at best. However, it wasn't explored at all in the previous trial, and that is something that bothers me. Yay, good job, Nick. The court will adjourn for a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear the prosecution next witness. Huh. I suppose this means that I'll just have to finish you off in my last 6 cups. Court is adjourned for recess. Okay, am I able to save here? No. Okay, I think I'm gonna be able to save here real quick. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it here for now. If you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to hit that like button below and subscribe for more videos to come. See you guys later. Bye guys.